Hi everyone, it's Nisha. So today I wanted to do Chatty Get Ready with me. I thought I will pull out some old favorites, things that I haven't used for a while and I know I like, especially with foundations. So I have quite a few foundations. I've thrown some away, but I have some that I cannot bear to get rid of because I seem to remember I like them. But they are quite old, so I just have to throw them away. But I want to try them first to see if I still like them enough to maybe buy it again. So I thought today I will try the L'Oreal True Match, and I'm sure I still like this foundation. I think anytime I was doing drugstore full face, I would use that. And I have fake tan on, and this is a bit dark, so I thought I use that today. This one is in 4D/4W, which is Golden Natural. Yes, so I think after I've used it today, I have to throw it away because who knows how old it is. But I just want to see if I still like it as much that it's worth me buying another one. So let's do that. I am sure, well, I'm not sure, but I think that I use this foundation with a sponge. I have a sponge here. It's massive, it's huge. I don't know where it is from, what make, but when I went to wet it, it's grown so much, so I hope it's not too big. I love that color as well. I have a problem with foundation color. Well, problem. I usually go for warm or neutral, but I think the best match for me is really olive. And sometimes the warm ones are very yellow. So I think if I have a choice of warm or neutral, I probably rather go for neutral. Yes, I can see straight away that I like it. It's a lovely foundation. When you look in a sunshine at this bottle, it has like shimmery bits in it. I can't remember what the claims are of that foundation. On here it says super blendable. I think I need a bit more. Love the color. It's nice, it's not too yellow at all. Okay, so I definitely still like it. For my concealer, I'm going to use the Milani Conceal and Perfect in 130. I really love this concealer, and I've told you in one of my Monday vlogs that I think this concealer is going because it seemed to be harder and harder to find, at least here in the UK. I like to work my concealer in with my fingers because I feel sometimes with the sponge, I sometimes go over, especially if I've put too much, I will go over with a sponge so the sponge can soak up the excess. Am I too bright now? But if you apply just the right amount, if you do it with your finger, the warmth of your finger sort of melts this in better into your skin. I always put a bit of concealer on my nose, although this foundation did a good job with covering my nose. For some reason my nose repels foundation. I don't understand why. Maybe because it's so bony. Okay, when it comes to setting powders and all that jazz, I don't buy them very often. I don't try out loads and lots of powders, any new powder that comes out. To me, this is not that important. Well, it is important that it works, but once it works, then I'm not in a rush to try different one, because it's not something that really shows, if you know what I mean. So for under eyes, I'm gonna use the Delilah translucent powder. Do you know, sometimes I think maybe I should completely stop powdering under my eyes. I haven't tried it because I worry that my concealer will just slide off. But you know, having very powdery under eyes is not ideal. I always powder my eyebrows really well, because after I've put all that foundation on, when I go on to use my brow pencil, I don't want it to slide on all this oily surface, so I powder my brows really well. And of course I will set this with the Lily Lolo foundation, mineral powder foundation in Cookie. As you might remember, for years and years my favorite mineral powder foundation was the Laura Mercier one, but they've discontinued it now for ages ago. I still have some backup, so now and again I use them. I've got some darker ones for summer, and I've been looking for a while for a replacement, and I'm really happy with this Lily Lolo one, but I have to explore more colors. The good thing is that you can order samples, because I feel like this will be too light for me in the summer. So now what I always do is prep my brows. So I use the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brow, and what is mine? Not that I can see. You know, they used to be called different names. I had Linda, but they've changed it. Taupe. Apparently Taupe is the Linda one. You know, a while ago I thought they were discontinuing this because I couldn't find it. There was a time that I couldn't find it anywhere, and I found some, I think, on ASOS, and I just bought something brown. I thought it was that one, but it was too dark. So this time I actually went to a store and asked, you know, what is the old Linda, and apparently it's Taupe. So that's what I've got. So I just brush it through my brows. It sort of puts them into shape, and also I have like the odd grey one, so that will cover it. And then I get on with the rest of my face, and then I will do the pencil and the 24-hour setting brow setter. Right, bronzer. I haven't used for a very long time this iconic London bronzer. I think this could have been limited edition, because I can't see on their website the exact one, but it was warm bronze, ultimate bronzing powder warm bronze. So I will have a look if there is a bronzer called warm bronze. It might be the same color, it just might have different pattern and different packaging. I usually use the Rifa 05 for my bronzer, but sometimes I use like a huge bronzing brush. I can't remember the number of that one, but that's usually in the summer when I want a bit more bronzy look. This one is quite dark, but because, like I said, I've got fake tan on, I can use it. It's a really nice color. It's quite neutral. It's not too cool and it's not too orange. Shade my massive forehead. Now for the blush, I found the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Mood Exposure, the dinky one. So I had the full size, and that was my favorite color because it's mauvey. And I don't know why I have this little one. I don't know if maybe I saw it on sale and I thought I grab it because I really like it, or did it come extra with something, I don't know, but this one is brand new. So this is It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Flawless Blush Brush. I remember really loving this blush, but you know, I've been using now for ages the Beauty Bakery palette of blushes, and they're like my favorite. But yeah, this one is really pretty. This one probably doesn't have as much glow as the Beauty Bakery, but it is not matte, so there. So now I would do my brows. I have a brow video. Do you know, I actually have to look at this video, but I'm sure that in that video is always linked in my description box, and I'm sure that's how I do my brows to this day. I might be using slightly different product, like I don't have one favorite pencil. I usually do it with a pencil, but for years I've been using these two now. So as you saw, I use this first. Right now the pencil that I'm really liking is the Delilah one, and I think this one is in Ash brow pencil. And then I brush I might actually come back for when I'm brushing my eyebrows to show you, because someone asked me how do I draw the little hairs, and I don't really draw hairs, but by using this, brushing that gel really good and rearranging my brow hair, sort of separates them and you see the individual hairs, if you know what I mean. So let me just do the pencil, because the problem is I have to get really close to the mirror, but not too close because I'm short-sighted, I can't see close up as well anymore. So if I do it on camera, it will be all over the place. So let me just do that and then I will come back. Sorry, I got carried away and I just finished my brows off camera completely. So I was listening to a radio and carried on, and so I've done it all. Let me know, I might work out a way of maybe making another video on my brows. Let me know. Have a look at the one that is in a description box, and if it's good enough, then I don't need to redo it. But let me know if you would like me to redo it. I can't remember even the quality of the other video, so let me know. Right, eyeshadow. I pulled out Too Faced Natural Lust. Do you remember this palette? Beautiful palette. I remember getting it in New York, in Ulta, I think. I was so excited about this palette. So it is quite old, but I still haven't got rid of it. So I thought I'd do something with this one. I think I will start with Faux Hard in my crease. My brushes are dirty. I need to clean my brushes. This one sort of looks that color. This is the Rifa 13. I should have brought my spoon and do it with my spoon trick. Funny, when I was reading the comments after that video, some of you said that it didn't work for you, and I understand, because a lot of people, when they think of hooded eyes, they just seem to think that it's someone that has really overhanging skin and bags. This is probably, this type of hooded eyes is to do with aging. My hooded eyes, it's just the shape I was born with. Yeah, they've gone a bit worse because obviously I'm getting older. But to be honest, so my upper eyelid, my hood covers my mobile lid, but I don't have that much excess skin. That's why I don't think that I could even have surgery, because I remember asking a plastic surgeon, it was years ago though, why did I go to plastics? Oh yes, I was I had a huge sty, I think it was sty or boil or something on my eye. Was it on the inner eye? Yes, I remember being in Spain. It was so painful. I had to go to hospital there. And after that went away, I was left with like a hard lump here, quite visible lump. And so I went to an eye surgeon. It's not that he was just a plastic surgeon, he was an eye surgeon. And I asked him if he could remove it. It was quite unsightly, and also it was very difficult for me to do makeup here because I had this lump. But he said to me, no, that will eventually go away by itself. I can't remember how long I had it. And while I was there, I said, you know, if he could do my hooded eyes, just off-cuff question, you know, I wasn't really seriously thinking about it then. But he said to me, no, he said, you don't have really enough overhanging skin. So I don't know if maybe I could have tiny bit cut out, but I don't think it would make much difference. But if they do get worse and my skin gets more baggy, I definitely have something done, because you know how much I love applying eyeshadow, and I would be devastated if I couldn't. So I'm still working with the same eyeshadow. This might be long because I cannot concentrate on my eyeshadow when I talk. The skin on this eye is definitely more loose and like crinkly. Can you also see this lump here? I'm not going to talk about it now. I've talked to you about it in my Monday video, the one that you've just seen. So this is another drama. Okay, I know I've used this brush. Now with the same brush, I am going to go into Spank Me, which is this one. Spank Me. And just go on the outer edge of my crease and then start shading the outer 7. I'm going to change the brush for that in a minute actually, because one of you reminded me about this Rifa brush that I loved so much. It's quite new, the 32 that I use here, and I forgot all about it. I've got so many brushes that, you know, I have 2 of these, and this one just wasn't visible that much, so I haven't used it for ages. Well, I used it the other day after I've read that comment, so I am going to use that one. It's a lovely brush. It's like a mini kabuki foundation brush, but I found it so good to, I'm still using Spank Me, to stamp it in this corner. It's just perfect for that. It is, I would like to see this brush in a smaller size as well, because if you've got a bit smaller eyes or like smaller space here, it might be too big for you, but I really like it. Right, where is my Rifa 15 for blending out? Now with the Rifa 02, I'm going to go to Flirty Pop. which is that one. And apply that all over my mobile lid. Has a bit of fallout, maybe I should wet it a bit. Oh yeah, that's better. Lovely colour. I know a lot of you have this palette. I think this palette was pretty popular when it first came out. And there must be a reason why I haven't got rid of that one. It is quite cool though. Yeah, it is a cool palette. Then with Rifa 28, I am going to go to Too Good and put it a bit closer to my inner corner. Ow, I just stuck my nail in one of them. Now on my lower lash line, I'm going to go with the Spank Me first, sort of tighter to my lower lash line, and then I will buff it out with the Full Hard. The one, that was the one that I put in my crease, wasn't it? So for that, let's take Rifa 23. It's very, very tiny pencil brush. I'm going to go into Spank Me, apply it quite close to my lash line. And then with the Rifa 12, I will go to Full Hard. This is quite a big bullet brush, but I will blend that out underneath. Am I going to Spank Me again and just darken just the very, very outer corner, because I've blended it out a lot. There, and now mascara. So yes, I'm still loving this palette. For mascara, I thought, I've got this Kevyn Aqua, the volume mascara, and now I seem to remember that it wasn't very much volume achieving mascara, because it's got this tiny brush. I think it was much better to separate and get every lash, and then I would put something more volumizing on top, but I can't remember. So yeah, this is definitely not, to me volumizing means that gives you quite big fat lashes. This isn't, but it brushes them really nicely. Maybe if you build it up you get volume, but it's amazing at separating your lashes and getting to every single one, because the brush is so small. Yes, I like it. Yes, but I don't feel like I'm getting volume with that one. But you know, I never use one mascara anyway. I always use two mascaras. And this one is probably a bit dry now. What I'm going to do after this, I am going to write down the things I want to throw away, if I still like them. So I remember if I want to buy it again, I remember what they were. And with foundations, what colour I had as well. Yeah, this one is a bit dry, but I like it. And then I used to really love the Marc Jacobs mascara. Does it have any name, or is It's just that one. And I think this is my top up mascara, but this one might be a bit dry too. I'm terrible with getting rid of makeup. Honestly, I have things so old in my drawers and I don't understand why I won't get rid of them. Yeah, I definitely love Marc Jacobs for that top up, because that then gives me fatter lashes. Oh, I might have to buy this mascara again. Well, this combination gave really nice lashes, but the mascaras are a bit dry. So I'm going to put them to the side, write them down so I can rebuy them. For my lips, I thought I remind myself to remember Wonder 2. They've sent me their lipsticks. They like Comfort Matte, and that Gimme Red is like my favorite. But I have this one which is called Kneaded Nude, and they come with matching lip liners. So I thought this will go. It's like a cool mauvey color. Let's try it. So the lip liner is Kneaded Nude as well. You know, I don't really wear lipsticks every day. I usually just slap on some gloss or those balmy lipsticks. But if I go out, I do. Yes, I like it. I love mauvey lipsticks, and this formula is so lovely. I still put gloss on it anyway. I thought, do you remember this one? I still have so many of them because this was like my favorite gloss. This is from Rimmel, isn't it? Yes, Rimmel. Oh, my gloss in Pear Glossy Cat. This I love on its own, on top of it. I think what pushed this one back was the Too Faced Raising the Roof, and I think that one has been discontinued now as well. I tried to find it the other day. I love that gloss, that color, but yeah, I can't find it anywhere. Yeah, I like it, and I think it goes really well with this look. Okay, my lovelies, I hope you enjoyed this video. Some of you have been asking for me to do this sort of get ready with me. I quite enjoy them as well, but I feel like they can be a bit long. So I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching, and stay fabulous. Bye.